approach the throne. I can go into the Holy of Holies. I can kneel and make my petitions known. I can go into the Holy of Holies. Although I'm just a common man, because of God's redemption plan, I can boldly approach the throne. I can come into the Holy of Holies. I can kneel and make my petitions known. I can go into the Holy of Holies. Although I'm just a common man, because of God's redemption plan, I can approach the throne. Let us approach the throne and make your petition. But remember, you have a robe. And the robe meant that you represented the people. It is not your petition. Come and bring a petition not for yourself. Come bearing petitions, but not of your needs, not of yourself, of someone else, or of someone else, or of the people in Argentina, what they're suffering and going through right now, of their need as they come before the Lord these next days, next week, or whatever petition might be placed upon you to bring to the Lord. Come and bring that petition. And make my petitions known. I can go into the Holy of Holies. And although I'm just a common man, because of God's redemption plan, I can boldly approach the throne. I can go. Come and bring your petition. It doesn't have to be with words. Remember Hannah. There was no words that could be understood. Come and bring that petition and leave it before the throne. In priest, as priest, bringing the burdens of others before Him. Because right now you are not a common person. You have on a robe of righteousness. Before you walk out, bring the burden. Perhaps it's been on your heart Forget about yourself. You are not yourself now. You are in the office of one that ministers to the Lord. Bring that petition. Lay it before the altar. Because you have not petitioned for thyself, but has brought the burden that was placed upon you. By the Spirit of the Lord, His prayer has been heard. Even before you asked. And the answer has been predetermined. The time has been set. The answer is given. The petition is granted. And the time is set. For it to be revealed. But he that knoweth the heart and searches the heart and knows the desire of your heart, that you have not brought behind him, nor placed before him. Because he searches the heart, has seen the desires of your heart. He will also grant and give that. For he knows the things of which you have need of. Many you don't need, many you don't need. But those that you need, he knows. And he does not retain the needs. And they are desires that he has placed in your heart. But they are still green. They must grow and mature. They must take deep root. Until it is no longer a desire. Even more than a need. It is a burden beyond bearing. Then at that time, when that desire has worked in you, the work that must be done, then that seed of desire that was planted by God to give fruit and to be granted That's why He planted the seed. But now you will be part of the process of bringing it to light. You will be part and have reward. It will not just be because God has granted it, it will be because of you. And great privilege is attached. Keep that seed. Do not let it go. Do not try to get rid of it or give it back. Is it a gift? It is a gift that God has given you. Great riches are attached to that gift. Let it grow. Let it weigh upon your heart. You might think it's unbearable, but the heavier, the greater the riches. For that seed is full of gifts. For blessed is he. For he is of the tribe of those that see. The tribe of Issachar that takes the burdens, the donkey that takes the burdens of others. And it is given to him the gift of knowledge, of light, of understanding, of being a light to nations. Yes. As Balaam's donkey that prophesied to the prophet, the burden takers and burden sharers that take the burden of people, of tribes, of nations. Heavy burdens that's placed upon them with no reward except to have fulfilled its purpose on earth. Despised by men, just a donkey, but from his mouth nations will be fed. From the mouth of burden bearers comes light, comes life, and people will come to their light. Despise not the bearing of burdens. For the donkey has always been the bearer of kings, of royalty. Came into the cities, not mounted in swift war horses, but mounted on donkeys. Behold, the king cometh, and will come upon donkeys. For they have taken the burdens. Upon them will be granted the burden of bringing the royalty. they will be counted as worthy. For they have taken the burdens of Him who was the greatest burden taker of them all. Of all the burden bearers, no one took a greater and heavier burden than the sins of all the world, and died in humiliation, but was given the greatest honor. Yes, the burden bearer, of whom came words of life, will return. Mounted upon the burden bearers and the word declarers that say, behold, He comes. Riding on the clouds, shining like the sun. Yes, great is the honor. For the great burden bearer said, my burden is light. And when the burden becomes or seems to become unbearable, come to the burden bearer, who said, come unto me, those that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Yes, the burden bearer will give you rest. Come unto me. You need not take it alone or by yourself. For those loads are too heavy. You can only bear them when you're in the presence of the burden bearer. Those burdens are to be carried before the Lord. Do not carry them outside, for they will crush you. They are not to be carried outside. They're heavy burdens. As soon as it becomes heavy, run. Come. When you're heavy, come. It is a burden that's placed upon you. It is there. It is there all the time. We cannot deny that there is a burden. But we can resist taking it in our own strength, in our own presence. unto me. If you're heavy laden, you must come. And I will give you rest. I will give you rest. I cast my care upon you, for he careth for you. What can we do? What can we do to make anything happen or change? Is it in our power? Or is it His? Can we change? Can we grow a cubit? Jesus said. Can we change anything? Who is the one that will say, it is done? And the burden is lifted. The care is gone. You can say, it is finished. The battle is over. He places the burden. He fights the battle. And He will bring it to pass. Take the burden. My burden. But we're not the burden bearer of people. We're not the burden bearer of our nation. We're not the burden bearer of our family. We're not the burden bearer of the world. We are the burden bearers of our King. And only allow His burdens to be placed upon your shoulders. For those are the burdens that He places, that He will reward, that you will be rewarded. And the answer has already been given. And when you are no longer in His presence, release that burden. He might place it in the car as you're driving to work. He might place it before you go to sleep or when you wake up. When He places it, bear it in His presence. But not one moment longer than He places it. For it only works when He places it. Then He lifts it. Recognize when He lifts it. Breathe. Be restored. Be re-strengthened. It does not depend upon you. It's not how faithful you are to keep praying for something. It's how you respond when He says ask, when He places the burden, which might be an hour, a day, a month, or a year. But when that burden is lifted, let go. Let go. For it will crush you. Let go. And as we sang today, come, oh come, and delight yourself